In exercise 12, we're going to implement the add cutting section function. In this function, we're going to create reference geometry to visualize the plane. Next, we'll construct a communicator.plane object to define the cutting plane's position in the world. Next, we'll add the plane and reference geometry to a cutting section. Finally, we'll set the cutting plane color equal to the plane color picker value. Let's dive right into this exercise. So your task for exercise 12 is to implement the now empty add cutting section function. The parameter axis is a value of the communicator.axis enumeration. Pause the video now and write the code for exercise 12. When you're done, resume the video and we'll talk through the answer. Okay, so hopefully you were able to get the cutting planes working. Let's go ahead and take a look at the solution for the add cutting section function. So in order to construct a cutting plane for a particular axis, we're first going to need to get the model's bounding box. We accomplish this by using model.getModelBounding. This will get us a box containing the minimum and maximum points in the model. The first step is to create some reference geometry for a cutting plane. We'll use the cutting manager.createReferenceGeometry from axis function, passing in the axis of our plane along with the bounding box. Next, constructing the mathematical representation of the plane is accomplished by using the bounding box along with the cutting plane axis to create the normal and distance from the origin. Once we have the plane and the reference geometry, we'll retrieve the cutting section for the axis that we want to set. Then, on the cutting section, we call the addPlane method, passing in the mathematical representation of our plane along with the reference geometry. Finally, we'll set the color of that cutting section by using the plane color's color picker value. Finally, we'll call the activate method on our cutting section to display it in the world. Let's see how all this works in our application. So we'll start out by creating a cutting section along the y-axis. We can toggle the cutting sections and change the color.